Heya! This is Pokéball35, and welcome back to my phone! This is a follow-up video to a video I made back at the end of May, because there was an event that had happened in Pokémon Masters that had involved Adaman and Irida from Pokémon Legends Arceus making their way into the game, and there was a storyline related to that. And Pokémon Legends Arceus is now pretty much my favorite Pokémon game, and I had made that video, and I put it in my Pokémon Legends Arceus playlist, and now there is another brand new event added to Pokémon Masters that involves Akari and Ray, which are the protagonist characters to Pokémon Legends Arceus, and I decided to make a follow-up video to that other video with the Pokémon Legends Arceus stuff in it. So we're playing Pokémon Masters again today. I am not streaming this, but if I were to be streaming it, it would be live at twitch.tv/Pokéball35, link in the description down below. If you're not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so, because I do have a lot to offer, including a lot of other things on this channel. 100% playthrough of Pokémon Legends Arceus, 100% playthrough of Pokémon Violet, the other video I made on Pokémon Masters, everything else in between. So if you are watching this and you have no idea what is happening, go watch the other video. It should be at the very end of the Pokémon Legends Arceus playlist. But I'm here on my phone, and we are back with Pokémon Masters. So you can see, as I'm going through all this login stuff, we have Ray is now available in the game with Hisuian Decidueye. There's something related to Steven, who cares? I waited a few days to play this event because I believe both Akari and Ray should now be available to have in the game, and there's also the story event and stuff. Let me grab all of this, the daily, monthly, weekly gems. So, Sync Pair Scout. So, now Ray is available. Akari was available first, and then Ray became available, and I have not opened this game at all since this event had started. So I have not paid any money at all on this game. Everything that I have is just from the game, but I wanted to wait to see if we could somehow pull Ray, because Hisuian Decidueye is sick, and this is the main character. So, we'll see what happens. We'll start with this, and then we'll go into the event. I don't think I got him. I got Ethan again. And absolutely nothing there. And then I will wait to use the rest of my gems to see what I can do about Akari later on. There's all this daily stuff that's been put into my game, so I'm just gonna claim all of that. And there's like a daily talk to a person, get a thing, thingamajig. But if we go to Explore, and we go to Events, there is Together in an Unknown Land. I have not seen any of this other than, like, out-of-context screenshot on Twitter. But let's see what's going on here. So, in the Adaman and Irida story, Adaman and Irida made their way to Pasio, which is this artificial island in the middle of the ocean. This entire island is completely man-made. There are no wild Pokemon here. Every Pokemon that is on the island is by a trainer, and each trainer has a sync pair, which is pretty much just their partner Pokemon that they do battle with. And there was something with space-time distortions that happened on Pasio. So now, Akari and Ray are here, and there's some very interesting stuff that is going to occur. I saw the trailer, and it looked very interesting. But yeah, they're just here. Great. First we end up who knows where, and now we're stuck in a space-time distortion? Akari's Pokemon are knocked out. We've run out of items. What can we do against these powerful wild Pokemon? Yeah, the only wild Pokemon that are here are from the space-time distortions. That was from the Adaman and Irida story. Is that... Ray, cover me! I'm taking a chance!
I see.
Got it!
All right.
counting on you, Decidueye. Looks kind of strange, but please work. Heya! Alright, well, something happened. Also, because I have an egg, it's telling me I have an egg. Oh, cool. Didn't get a new shiny from any of that. Who cares? These are just extra shinies I have. On an island with Pokemon. So what's interesting about this is that they probably arrived the same way Adamant and Irida arrived here, through a space-time whatever. So, like, from what I know from the trailer, is that Akari is still the assistant to Professor Laventon, and Ray, who is acting as the role of the main character, which is the character that I played as in Legends Arceus, where they were a person from the future who got sent to the past, and my main complaint in the post-game of Legends Arceus is that you never get to go back home. In the files to Legends Arceus, there is an unused bedroom, like modern-day Sinnoh bedroom, in the game files you can explore through cheats, and it's a very small room, but it's presumably the player's old room, and you never get to go back home and see that. And even after doing everything in Hisui, Arceus doesn't send you back home. He's just there. He just leaves you there. But now somehow they're back to the present, so now he's kind of like home, but probably in some alternate dimension, because that's just what this game is. It's all about alternate dimensions. They made it somehow. Yeah, it seems so. By the way, where are we? It doesn't feel like Hisui. I know this feeling. But there was a space-time distortion around here, right?
Hey?
Who's there? Whoa!
Hey!
Are you from a nearby village? So this is the interaction I wanted to see. This was in the trailer for this story. Dawn and Lucas meeting Akari and Ray, who people had believed that Ray was Lucas who got sent back in time. But no, I think they're just different people. They look just like us! So that means... Are you Ray and Akari? Why would you know this? How do you know our names?
Yeah.
Adamant and Irida told us about you two. They said they have friends in Hisui who look just like us.
Excuse me.
You know Adamant and Irida? Yep, they mentioned you a while, when we first met a while back. So we are in Hisui? What's going on?
My bad.
Sorry to confuse you. Maybe we should start with introductions, huh?
Yeah.
I'm Lucas, and this is Dawn. We're from Sinnoh, the Hisui region from the future. What? Yeah, I don't really know how you go about explaining that.
I see.
But how could something like this happen? The space-time distortion. Huh? I think the space-time distortion brought us here. If so, then things make a lot more sense. I remember this feeling. I don't remember how I got here this time either, but... Ray... Yeah, that must be it. Adamant and Irida came through a space-time rift too. That's right. Adamant, Irida, Akari... I haven't forgotten about the people I met in Hisui. Both of them are in town. Let's go see them. I think they'll be happy to see some familiar faces.
Yeah.
That's true. Please take us to them. They're gonna have totally, absolutely no time whatsoever to adjust to their modern surroundings. I contacted Adamant and Irida, so they should be here soon. Also, if the quality of the phone mirroring is bad, it's been a while since I've used this thing called Let's View, which is how I do this. They put HD capture behind a paywall, and I'm not doing that, so just, if this looks a little bit weird, whatever. All these huge buildings, and they're so clean and sparkly. Here on Paseo, people and Pokemon live together like it's normal.
I see.
So this is the future. It's a little shocking. It's weird. Even though this is the future, it feels kinda familiar. Then, maybe this is the world you originally came from, Ray.
Huh?
The world you came from?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not actually from Hisui, or the time it existed. A space-timer sent me to Hisui from somewhere else, but this has happened to me before. What? You're kidding! Actually, Adamant and Irida were saying that there was someone who came through a space-time rift. So it's come full circle, and you've made it back to your original world like Akari said? No. My memory is faint, but this world still feels a little bit different. I see. It'll be fine, Akari. I'm used to being part of the Galaxy Team's Survey Corps now.
Hey.
So, the Galaxy Team, back in your time, surveying Pokemon back in the Hisui region, right?
Yeah.
That's right. So you already know all about it. People from all different regions have come together, just like on Paseo. At our base of operations in Jubilee Village, we work hard and help each other out every day. That's a little bit different from the Team Galactic we know. It would be nice if they hadn't changed. Yeah, now they're terrorists. Hey, long time no see, Galaxy Expedition Team. Oh, Adam. Whoa! Here's where the PTSD kicks in. So they always have this, battle stuff you need to do in between, each of the story bits.
No holding back.
This is just gonna be, I press the heat wave button and they die for this first one. In Pokemon Masters lore, Cynthia's main sync pair is Garchomp, but her secondary Signasuit sync pair, is Giratina. And this was also shown in the trailer, that they get to see Giratina. That's... Ray, Akari, it's so good to see you again. There they are. Adamant, Irida, but that Pokemon. Even you're surprised. Apparently this is, it's this trainer's, partner. So you two are Ray and Akari? The PTSD. It's kicking in. You really look like Lucas and Dawn. Oh, you're... What's wrong? No, it's nothing. You just look like someone I know. Yeah, she does look familiar, doesn't she? Just as I expected. I'm glad I got to see your shocked faces. Yeah, remember that guy who was, like, a terrorist in disguise? My theory is that Volo is still immortal. I don't know how, but my theory is that Volo is immortal, and he will he's obviously gonna show up in this game at some point in the future, because space-time distortions, Hoopa shenanigans, they can do anything they want with all of that, all those plot devices for Pokemon Masters. But, like, I want Volo to show up in a future game, just like, have him in the background, just somewhere, and just everyone, like, dissects him. Like, dissects the scene, dissects the scenario. Because, Volo would have had to fuck to get Cynthia to exist. But my theory still stands that Volo is immortal and still roaming the world somehow. You fool. Also, Pokemon, the first video happened back in the end of May, but since then we've now had, Pokemon Violet the Teal Mask, And in that game, in that DLC to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, when I played Teal Mask, is that we got to see Perrin, who is the descendant of Adaman. So now not only could they put Volo in here to mess with Cynthia, they can then put Perrin in this game to then mess with Adaman, and it's gonna be a whole confusing mess when that happens. Whenever they decide to add Gen 9 characters. There's no Gen 9 characters in this game yet. They're still slowly adding other characters from other games, but there's not that many people left. Because they're just getting to the rest of the characters from Legends Arceus, which means eventually Volo's gonna happen, but then soon they'll start adding... Actually, no, Nemona. Nemona is in this game now. I think that's the only Gen 9 character in this game, Nemona, who I don't have, and I wish I did. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Cynthia. I'm an archaeologist researching myths about Pokemon. I've heard a lot about you two from Adaman and Irida.
Hey.
Cynthia wants to hear stories about our time. Stories about the Hisui region. Even a story that means nothing to us could be valuable in this era. I call some really cool time paradoxes or something. It's funny how time flows, isn't it? Cynthia has some interesting stories, too. This strong-looking Pokemon is... Giratina. You already know, Ray? Yeah, well, I've seen it before. Ray is a brilliant member of the Survey Corps.
I see.
Absolutely. First time we heard about Giratina, we were both shocked.
That's amazing.
I couldn't imagine there was a Pokemon who could go toe-to-toe with Mighty Palkia and Dialga, because they were never there. I don't even know if you relay that information to Adaman and Irida in the post-game, because you just kinda gather all the Pokemon, but before you do that, you're always with Volo, and you never go see Adaman and Irida, really. Until you go get the, Adamant and Grisius, or Adamant and Lustrous stuffs. With Dialga and Palkia,
Really
that reminds
something.
me, there are people on here on Passy who understand Mighty Dialga and Palkia, and walk alongside them. Lucas is one of them. He formed a sync pair with Mighty Dialga. Sync pair? Here on Passio, a sync pair is a Pokemon and a human whose hearts share a strong connection. We wanted to learn more about people in Pokemon and could coexist, so we asked our Pokemon to stay in Pokeballs. You use Pokeballs now? Yeah, people and Pokemon in this era work together in harmony and help each other. We realized using Pokeballs isn't wrong. We can coexist with Pokemon. That's right. Because of my experiences back in Hisui, I can now believe it's possible.
I see.
Then I'll follow in your footsteps.
All right.
And work hard as a sync pair.
Now then.
Me too. After all, I'm trying to become a worthy opponent for Ray. Both of you are so positive.
You got this.
If you ever have any issues, we'll help you out. Seems like we're going to have more tough sync pairs on Passio. By the way, if you have a bit of time while you hone your skills as sync pairs, there's still so many things we don't know about space-time distortions and rifts.
I'd
Would
appreciate it.
If you two could help me with my research.
Okay.
Of course we'll be happy to help.
Understood.
Leave it to us. Surveying is the Galaxy Expedition Team's specialty. Yippee! A few days later.
Whoa.
You're getting really used to Passio very quickly. And you're already using modern Pokeballs, no problem.
Whoa.
You're really growing as a sync pair, too. I think some part of me still remembers being a trainer in a world I'm originally from. The one I lived in before Hisui. My memories are fuzzy, but they're there. I see. It must be tough being sent from different worlds over and over again. It must be confusing not knowing what to do.
Yeah.
Definitely is confusing being sent to another world again. That won't change what I'm gonna do. In every world I've been in, people and Pokemon live together, and everyone helps me out. I only met Decidueye because I went to Hisui. So right now,
All right.
I'm gonna do what I can to help everyone into the best of my ability. I guess. You're tough, Ray.
Please.
Let's get back to training.
All right.
I'm gonna go even harder on you. Please don't. Meanwhile, it looks like Akari's partner is still Pikachu. which means there is protagonist character Pokéball35, myself, Ash Ketchum, and Akari, all using Pikachu. Even though her sync pair is Hisui and Samurott, but she does have Pikachu here. Let's use our sync move. Didn't work again. That's the kind of Pokeball that's used in the Hisui region, right? If I remember correctly, Ray said that Sync Stones don't work well with Hisui and Pokeballs. True, but my Pokemon are scared to these new modern Pokeballs. I guess because a Pokeball is meant to be like a home for your Pokemon. Maybe they're comfortable in the Pokeballs you made, and don't want you to leave them. They also seem to be confused by Passio. It's so different from Hisui. I'll never be able to take my first step as a sync pair like this. Seems like Adamant and Irida's Pokemon have adapted to Passio very quickly. Even Ray's Decidueye, they're all from Hisui too. Am I doing something wrong? Don't worry, I'm sure it's not. That's not it. Every Pokemon's different, even if they're from the same place. So it makes sense that they'd adapt differently too. Adamant and Irida also had trouble adjusting to life on Passio at first.
Yeah.
Time will solve everything, so no need to rush. Yes, but I said I would become a worthy opponent for him, but he's gone and surpassed me yet again. A worthy opponent for Ray?
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
I understand your feelings. You don't want to fall behind someone you helped mentor, right? Huh? I was a mentor to Dawn, and I taught her a lot. She got better at Pokemon battling than me in no time. I think here in this Passio universe, whatever universe this is, where everyone's on Passio, it's Dawn who is the protagonist character, and Lucas who is the assistant to Professor Rowan.
I see.
Really? Yep. So before we start feeling sorry for ourselves, let's try our best. Let's get stronger together and show Ray and Dawn what we can do. Lucas? That's right! We have to show them that their mentors still have what it takes.
Okay.
That's the spirit. Though, I don't think it's a good idea to let Pikachu and the others push themselves too hard. How about this? While your Pokemon get used to this new environment, why don't you try getting to know a new Pokemon? Though there aren't any wild Pokemon in Passio. A new wild Pokemon. That's it! I do have a new Pokemon! I caught it in a Passio Pokeball. Wait, how?
Yeah.
I caught it in the space-time distortion. Oh, that was what she did in the intro. Maybe we can form a sync pair with it. Hisui and Samurott. They having like a tournament or something? Ah, struck my mouth. Fight hard, everyone! I want to battle too. I wonder how much everyone has grown in sync pairs. I wonder what Pokemon Akari teamed up with. Is it her Pikachu? Or maybe...
Now then.
Let's go! Samurott! That Pokemon is... Has it ever battled alongside Akari before? Samurott?
Huh?
Is that the one you caught in the space-time distortion?
Yeah.
Sure is! I decided to become a sync pair with Samurott.
Yeah.
Akari Samurott managed to get used to the Pokeball and Passio's environment very easily.
Whoa, look at
Since
that.
then, I've been growing fast. They've been growing fast as a sync pair. It was all thanks to Lucas's help.
Hey.
Ray, even in this new land with new friends, I still aim to become a worthy opponent for you. No matter how far ahead you are, I'll catch up to you, I promise. Of course, bring it on.
No battle
Show us
here.
how strong you've gotten in this new land, Akari. Seems that Akari has changed here on Passio too.
Yeah.
We can't fall behind either.
Okay.
We're more experienced than you two when it comes to being a sync pair. Dawn! I feel the same way as Akari does. I won't lose to of use to you as a mentor. Good, just what I wanted. Let's not waste any time and get on with the battle. A few days later.
Hi.
Is something wrong? No, something was... What is this? I've come to these ruins many times, but I've never seen anything like it. There's a similar shine to a sinkstone. Let's take it back and have a closer look. For some reason, Giratina has been interested in this area for a while. Maybe some sort of special power lurks here.
Huh?
Giratina was interested? Yes, but these ruins aren't even real. They were constructed and designed based on ruins from different regions. Because, like I said, everything on Passia is artificial. Like, this is a man-made island, so even, like, the glaciers in the snowy places and all these ancient ruins, they aren't, like, real. So, you know, this place is really similar to the ruins I saw in Hisui.
What?
Something that matter? No, Giratina's acting up.
I'm sorry.
It's nothing. Sorry. Is that so? Could it be? There's no way. Is there? I saw something. That's the end of the event. There was something small and yellow underneath that. And I honestly don't even know what that was. It looked blonde enough to be Cynthia's hair, which means that could have been Volo, but that wouldn't have made any sense because it was on the ground. And I feel like I should know what that is. Okay, after looking at some other footage of the event so I could take a look at it, we've come to a conclusion. If I can find where I even saved this picture to. So I went frame by frame, and this was the clearest shot I could get of that scene. And it looks like the top spikes to a Togepi. And that's not good, because you want to know who else has Togepi? Whose partner had a Togepi? It's Volo. Volo had a Togepi. Because Cynthia's ace was Gible into Garchomp, and Volo's ace was Togepi into Togekiss. So that's very interesting that they hint at Volo already. When we will get a thing to be able to get Volo and see Volo in the game, I do not know. I will make another video on Pokemon Masters EX when that event inevitably happens. All the other stuff I play on my own, but this stuff related to Pokemon Legends Arceus I think is interesting enough to make videos on because it's a slight canon, non-canon thing connected to Legends Arceus, which is my favorite Pokemon playthrough on this channel right now. Well, let's quickly take care of this extra battle because we get more gems this way. Very good. So I don't think I have enough gems for a bunch of pulls. There's all these other things that I haven't done. I mean, I did these. These just show up because you get like free stuff from them, and I already had them, so I just got extra free stuff from them. But if I go back here, claim all this stuff, I get the medal for it. I have only 2,000, so I'm not going to be able to do enough for, like, a bunch of pulls. But we'll try for Akari. That's not Akari, that is Janine. That is Roxanne. That is Blaine. That is, Marley. I forget your name. And I can only do one more. Two more. That's Bruno. And Winona. I'm actually only 20 gems short of doing one more, and I know how to get another one. I know how to get 20 gems really quickly. So let me do that, actually. Alright, cool. There we go. They have a bunch of these legendary Pokemon story events that I've already completed, but they, like, put them back in the game as, like, a list of things, and I just, like, never reclaimed any of the gems from any of these. So I quickly got myself some gems. We'll do one more. Go to the shop. I also have the daily thing, which doesn't really give me anything, but I still need to do the daily thing. And still one more for Akari. I spent all that stuff on Ray, and I still didn't get Akari. It's actually just Marshall. Alright, well, you win, you lose. I already have so many overpowered things in this game, or like really rare things in this game anyway. I would have liked to get Akari and Ray right now, but that's whatever. Well, thank you very much for watching this new Pokemon Masters EX video on a brand new event for Pokemon Legends Arceus. Whenever the next event for Pokemon Legends Arceus comes out, expect me to make a video on that one as well. This is now the end of the video, so thank you very much for watching. This was not streamed at all, but if it were to be streamed, it would be streamed live at twitch.tv/Pokéball35, where I'm live almost every single day, link in the description down below. If you are not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so, because I do have a lot to offer, including a video on the previous Pokemon Masters Legends Arceus event, a full 100% playthrough of Pokemon Legends Arceus, a full 100% playthrough of Pokemon Violet, and the new Teal Mask DLC. I will be playing Indigo Disc when that releases, and everything else I have up on my channel as well. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in whatever comes next.